So the NLSAT examination is finally over as it was conducted today. And today we are going to discuss the paper. We are going to have a brief look at the paper based on the feedback that I've received from the students. I'm also going to point out as to how the paper was. And special thanks to all my students, Shreya, Sohini, Oishi, Manik, Nethal, Samhita, anyone I might be missing out who have clearly shared out the paper with me and helped me create this video. Let's start with this video. Hi guys, I'm Ayushi, your mentor for law-based examinations, and welcome to Law Digest. So as I've heard from my students, it is being said that the paper was easy to moderate, so they were able to complete the paper in time, which will obviously have an impact on the cutoff, because if students are finding the paper to be easy and moderate, then yes, it is easy and moderate for many, then it will have an impact. You can also mention down in the comment box how was the paper for you. Now, as far as part A is concerned, so as it is, I told you that there are generally 8 passages that come in your NLSAT part A. That is what the number that we see here. The passages were based on PM and aliens. This was a fictional based passage. Then biryani in Pakistan, there was some food related passage. Then democratization, power of Supreme Court, women in sports, education system, Ranveer Alabadia, and predictive AI. These were the topics of the passages. Remember that I have discussed certain topics from these. Like if you would remember the most important current affairs video, the roundup that I did, I told you that because of the Vinesh Fogart issue, the sports news is very important. I specifically pointed it out there, and I've heard from the students that 4 5 questions were there from sports. Then, as far as Supreme Court is concerned, I keep doing a lot of coverage on the judgments and whatever comes from the court. And there was a question rather on the women judges. If you would remember, in one of my legal current affairs video, when I was discussing landmark judgments, we were discussing Justice B.V. Nagarthana, and I mentioned out that she is going to be the first woman Chief Justice of India, and we spoke about the women Supreme Court judges that have been there till date, 4 in number. So all those questions, they are seen in the paper. Deep Seek se question aaya. Deep Seek was something that happened very recently, and I discussed in my current affair video again. So I keep telling you that it is very important to follow the content that we keep posting, because from there a lot of even if there's not a direct question, whatever we are saying, whatever we are telling you, something or the other comes out from there. Like I was very surprised a few days back only, I added this essay which is featuring in part B, wherein it says that minors, giving access to minors in case of social media. This was the same content, the same essay topic I had added to your module some time back. So those guys who have practiced this, they must have done well. On gender bias, also I've put out a lot of content in the essays, because this is something, these are all very debatable topics. So it is not that difficult to predict, which is why we've had a lot of women-based, gender-based essays. So if you must have practiced those, then your essays must have gone well, because there was a lot of content we had already given out, a lot of arguments were there for you to write down in the paper. Then the 3 language policy that was introduced recently. Now, there was an essay also on this. And if you would remember, in my current affairs in February, we had discussed that Tamil Nadu is the state. Just maybe we saw a question in current affairs in part A, I think, that which state refused to go by the 3 language policy. Then there were certain questions. I time and again kept telling you that movies is one topic which NLS people are really obsessed with, and we saw questions relating to the Mrs. movie. I don't know what the exact question is. Then you can also write down the questions in the comment box. Then Payal Kapadia, who won the Grand Prix Award in the Cannes Festival in 2024. Now, I don't know what the question was. I'm guessing maybe the question related to that only. Then creator of Ghibli pattern. Now, as far as the news regarding Ghibli is concerned, I had posted my own picture in the Ghibli format. So these are all topics that become important, which we keep posting about. So we keep posting about such things on Instagram, and the topics that are highlight of the year, and they do feature in the NLSAT examination, which is why I always tell you that, follow us at both places, YouTube and Instagram, because we keep coming out with such content. Then there was a question on the latest sport added. Now, I'm not sure what the full question was. If it relates to Olympics, then skateboarding has been added. It was it was there in the news for quite some time. And any other questions that you remember and recall regarding part A, you can drop down in the comment box. In any case, whenever the answer key comes, the question paper comes, we will have a look at the paper and see that how far are you scoring. When the answer key is out, you can catch up on your marks on part A. Now, as far as part B case studies are concerned, now again for part B, the kind of case studies that we saw, these were the case studies on which I have given you ample practice in the materials, in the mocks. And if you were able to write down in the way I have been telling you again and again, there has to be a proper introduction, there has to be a proper conclusion, arguments from both the sides, rebuttal of one side should be predominant on the basis of which you're concluding. So if all these things have been done by you, then you will obviously score well. There was a case study related to employee accident, that the employer is bound to pay compensation. Then popcorn and GST, something that was in the news, which our finance minister was also being criticized very much for. The same sort of case study appeared in the examination. Then data protection treaty. There was a treaty between two countries. Now, treaty based questions is something that I have given time and again to you in the mocks as well as in the material. So, you shouldn't have had problems in creating arguments regarding these questions. Even accident related questions have been there in the mocks and the module. Then voluntary non-fit injuria, the question regarding voluntary taking the risk of attending a racetrack event when there is a storm, such kind of question was there. This also we have dealt with, because these are some basic legal concepts on which I do always give you questions so that you have good amount of practice. And again, data privacy questions also we've practiced earlier. Now here there was again another question wherein some pictures were uploaded, some financial data was uploaded regarding a customer. So these were your questions, and as I said, the students who've been in touch with me, they've mentioned that it was an easy to moderate paper for them. They were able to complete the paper in time. Now if it was the same thing for you, the cutoff is going to soar. Up till now I've been telling you that 100 plus is a good score, but as far as I see that even part B questions, because last year what happened was that the case studies were a little difficult for students. The language used for tough was tough, and students had difficulty in understanding the question, which was not the scenario this time, and that is not the feedback that I've received from the students. So assuming that it was easily readable, your essays were right there, it also happens that you find the paper easy when you are well practiced. So that is also the case. It might differ for every person. You can drop down your comments below so that I also have an idea as to how was the paper for the majority. And when the answer key comes, obviously we are going to discuss. Part B answer key does not get released, so I expect that you put your feedback regarding part B as well, that how were case studies for you. And if you've got these current affairs questions right, if you've done your reasoning right, I think reasoning also wasn't very tough in the examination, and we have given you ample practice for reasoning in the module. So I don't think any problem would have been faced, which is why I feel that cutoff might soar high. 100, I have been telling you, is a safe score, but considering the feedback from the students, I would further say that 105 is something that you should be targeting. You must have targeted in the examination already, and if you're able to score 105 plus, then you're probably in the safe zone for this examination. Do let me know. A lot depends on your feedback as to how the exam was. I've received feedback from a limited number of students. More and more people, when they will give their feedback, I will also conduct a poll. Then we'll be able to judge the cutoff better, and we'll wait for the answer key to discuss the whole paper again. And meanwhile, I would just want to point out that MHSAT and NLEO examinations are still left. If you haven't performed well in the NLSAT and you're doubtful, in any case, even if you've performed really well, do not think that you won't give MHCT or NLEO. You might be losing out on a big chance, because you never know with the cutoffs, you never know with the examinations. It is a must that you should give maximum examinations, maximum attempts as much as possible. So don't miss out on those examinations. The test series for MHSET and NLUO is available on our website. You still have time for those exams. Please prepare, practice as much as possible. And in the next few days that you have, do not lose hope, or do not keep dwelling over your CUET, PG or NLSAT performance. Please study for your upcoming examinations. This is a very important time for you, and you must not lose sight of the fact that the competition is a lot. You have to secure a seat in some college or the other, the good ones especially. So you have to put in the right amount of effort for that. Do not, I understand that today might be very tiring for you. You can relax for today, but then tomorrow again get back to studies up till your 11th of May, at least till when your NLU examination is there. PULB will happen in June, as in when the notification and all those details comes, we will be sharing with you. But limited amount of colleges are there. Good colleges are very less when it comes to LLB. So make sure you get into the top ones, and NLS is obviously one of the top colleges. If you've not performed well, you have another chance with GLC Mumbai and ILS Pune. Please don't give up on that. All the very best for your upcoming examinations. That is all for this video. Do let me know what is your feedback, and as I always say, make sure that you're following the channel as well as you're following us on Instagram.